Welcome back, everyone. So today we are at the last day of the EOCON 2024. This is the seventh edition of EOCON this year 2024. So today uh, we are at the second presentation. This one will be presented by Godfrey Egbe from Canada, which is a cybersecurity specialist. So before I give you the floor, I would like to thank again the sponsors, Example, Tigifona Africurity, and Africa UNIF for their endless assistance at this event. So this is being recorded and shared on our platform. So can you turn your camera on, Kodrick? Okay. So you can try to share.
Do you have my presentation? Hello, Audrey.
Hello, Godric.
Yeah, I was asking if you have my presentation.
Yes, but since you are presenting, it's better for you to share the screen and then change the slides as you want.
Okay. Okay. Is that okay?
We are watching your browser.
My presentation. What is that presentation? Hmm. I think the first and the last slide was supposed to be changed because the one I have here. Oh, okay. Are we ready? Should I start? Hello.
Yes. Yes, we are ready. You can start. Thank you.
Um, uh, I'm sorry because there are some slides here, like the first one was supposed to be changed to reflect the current one, the topic and everything. Because this one, because I think I did this. It should be 2022. Last two editions, but nevertheless, it's still okay. Content of change. Okay, so let me share my screen. Solution. Yeah, she starts from here. Okay. So is everything okay? Are you seeing the screen still?
Yes, we can see the screen.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you find yourself in the world. I'm in Canada, so it's morning here. It's very early in the morning. I'm Logic Egber, a cybersecurity specialist in the offensive security domain. Um, I've been in Canada some couple of months. But before now, I was in Cameroon. I worked with Antique for like 7 years. Altogether, I have experience in pen testing most, but I also have experience as a SOC analyst. So I know about threats. I've been in a SOC team where we manage threats. We did a lot of investigations. We did a lot of like post expectation after which maybe if you're a victim of the cybercrime, we also did forensic investigation. So I have a lot of I can say skills and experiences in those areas, cybersecurity. So today, not really dwelling on the topic like I say problem solving, mastering skills and all. My aim today was just to touch on every part, every aspect that has been said so far. This is the last day, and I'm sure you guys must have had a lot. I mean, a lot. There were some times where I come, I see what is being done. The speakers have been good, really good. I can see things have changed, things are evolving, and people are getting a lot of skills, which is important because in the cyber space, we are needed with cyber security specialists. I needed to come at those adversaries, those that are out there for bad intent. So I was especially intrigued by a presentation done by, I've forgotten the name, it was under pen testing, like the process, the procedures, what's being done, how it's being done, and he really shared a lot. I think I really enjoyed that presentation. And my presentation will mostly touch on that because I'm also a pen tester. So this morning, I'm just going to talk about like not everything, but the aspect of us being resilient, the aspect of the continuous learning, building apps, getting skills, solving difficult problems, getting our hands dirty, and also we're going to look at the cyber threat landscape. We're going to understand why the battlefield is an unended battlefield between those that penetrate and those that kind of like safeguard the infrastructure. And if time permits me, I'm going to do, well, not an intriguing demo, but just a demo to show how we can, let me say bypass, but it will not actually be the case because Avi has updated their version. So, but we are just going to see how that process is being done such that if you're interested, you can really gel on it, you can tweak on that and you can come up with a better result. So without any further ado, now for the introduction, I see the image to realize that, we have some people, we have termed them hackers, but actually all of us are hackers because hackers are those that have these skills that they can penetrate the network. They have the skills of applications, they can read codes, they understand how to find their way in, they understand the loopholes, they understand how to exploit that, and they must have a goal at the end of the day. It's not just to hack. Why are you hacking? Is it just for fun? Is it to like destroy the reputation? You want to get money? What was the intent? So all of us we have these skills, but actually at times you say it depends on the hat you put on. Are you putting a black hat? Are you putting a white hat? Or are you putting a gray hat? So it depends where you find yourself. So if you're putting on a black hat, you always find people putting on a white hat that they try to protect the infrastructure. They try to do as much as possible for you not to penetrate. They try to do it such a much that they will find the vulnerabilities before you and they will try to counteract every action that you take. But it is always and you always continue to be a battle since technology goes in an unprecedented way. and we don't tomorrow we have everything in a digital, and this battle always continue. So the aspect of like a security guard, you always have it in the security field domain. It's true that everything is going on the cloud, but you always have the data center because every person's computer infrastructure is there. So if you're entering the building, you have surveillance camera also. We always need security guards like to check the bodies who are entering, those that have to enter, if they have access control at the physical level, perimeter level, we also have the physical, we can say like the security guard here. This will not fade away. It always contribute because we need this. We need this. It's not going to go out for now. Okay, talking about cybersecurity in general, we have so many domains. Now, this one is like the governance side, which is very important because we have to check on the compliances if they're compliant with these frameworks. If you are running a bank, you have to check if your infrastructure complies with PCI. You have to check all this. This will not also be away because this is needed to govern the security at least at this level. So the security auditors and all they can talk more on this. This is the governance side of cybersecurity, which is very, very important. We look at the infrastructure, monitoring the infrastructure, it has become more rigorous. We have the SOAR, we have the SIEM, we have XDR, EDR, IDS, all those things are there to monitor the network to make sure that, okay, if we have maybe an incident, it will not go like detailing to take the objective, but at some stage, these tools, these security tools put in place, we try to detect that incident, send it to SIM, send it to the SOC analyst, and they'll try to remediate the action and take various steps to make sure that it never happens again. This is what we face today. For the SOC analyst, this is their daily job, the continuous monitoring of infrastructure to make sure that it is not compromised by an adversary. So we have this today. We see the AI, machine learning, all these things are built up to make sure that our infrastructure are safe and all. So I think at the cybersecurity level, we are also doing our best to make sure that things are safe, things are secure, but we cannot guarantee 100% security. And we cannot actually dwell more on the human aspect because the human aspect will see many weakest link in any cybersecurity security chain that we have put in place. We see how humans are manipulate things and they see many weakest link. So look at the cyber threat landscape. Now this is taken the source is taken from Elastic Global Report on 24 by IBM. So looking at this, we realize something very intriguing here. We realize that our adversaries they are doing well. They are not sleeping. They are also doing their best to make sure that they compromise every security the security perimeter, everything like they work very hard to make sure that their procedures, that TTPs are very well constructed and the breach the data breaches that come around is well orchestrated because they spend their time doing a lot of work, same as cybersecurity professionals. That's why at the both end, it requires a great deal of work. So what do we realize here? You see that they're trying to they're targeting the tools that we use daily. Most of the times, we use Metasploit, Cobra Strike, see these are being used at the aspect of when we do red teaming, we use these tools to do penetration testing, to check the infrastructure if we have vulnerabilities and all this. These are the tools we mostly use. Especially Metasploit is being used like usually by all the cybersecurity professionals that are out there. And these individuals with malicious intent, they are trying to target that And if they do that, that would be very like it would be great. Just imagine the tool that we use every day is being infected with malwares and all. That would be very catastrophic. But on the other end, we also have people that are working hard day out night to make sure that these particular softwares are well protected. So that's why I say it's an unending battle between the two parties. So everybody is doing hard to make sure that he or she is good at the game. And we see some old malwares that have popped up. Mia, we see Gasgate, those have popped up again. So I think 2024 was mostly malwares, they try to use malwares to penetrate systems and to get their goals. And definitely, this is the various steps. These are the steps that the adversaries they use, and these are the things that they do daily. And here we see in the diagram that defense erection, even though it has dropped, but it still remains like that's a hugely player because when you breach the defense, you're in. You're in now. What can you do? You can execute. You can get persistence foothold. You gather data. You extract data. You have initial access. You set botnets. You can do various stuff. So we see that they are doing well at the level of defense evasion. They are using various different methods, but the most intriguing one would be memory injection or a memory injection. So if you read the report, I think the report is free. You can get the report, Elastic Global Report 2024. You can get that. You just have to fill in some fields and you get the report. So I'm not dwelling more on the report, but I'm just getting glimpses of it. Now, if you look at the Windows platform, the evasion techniques that has been used, you see process injection still remain the top. That's the best method they use because that one is more efficient than all the other ones. So process injection is there. You're using that usually. Now they do carry out this of using the endpoint detection and response, and to master the TTPs being used by these adversaries and these the responses that they get. Now this one is from each attack, the tactics observed in the cloud environment. Everything is going to the cloud. So they realize these were the actions that were being carried out most of the times. So the our guys, the adversaries, they try to do credential access, initial access for system, they try to do all this stuff. So these were being noticed at the level of the ETR. Now I'm talking about the unintended, the unending battlefield. We have the guidance. The guidance are cybersecurity professionals, and the intruders are those that intrude the system, like hackers. Can give them the terminology that you like. And these are those that they have their own intention is to cause damage. They want to cause havoc. So now at the level of the cybersecurity professional, they are the guidance. They have to do a lot of work because if you're guiding an infrastructure, you must step up your game. You must be ahead of those that are trying to penetrate it. So most of the times we try to do cyber drills. Cyber drills help us to find out loopholes. We do various teaming. So if there are some industries here, guess this, it's very vital. If you have any critical infrastructure or anything of that sort, you should have teams. You should have teams like create the purple team that's blue and red, so that one is defending, one is attacking. You do this breach and attack simulation, like you can do it daily or more frequent to know your infrastructure, to get a mastery of it. You should know the threat landscape, which one is the most pertinent. If you have such, if you have such threats, are you safe? So this is very vital. This is very vital for all the cyber security, especially offensive security personnel out there. So these are the things we do like daily or more frequent. We try to do the vulnerability scanning, penetration testing, blue and red teaming, push and attack simulation. These are all different aspects, but I think if you have infrastructure, this all this should be put in place. Penetration testing, yes, we know externally we can do this 1 or 2 times maybe per year, but it's not efficient. Actually, it's not efficient, and we are limited with time, with scope. There are things we cannot do, so that will not slow down the business. We have to do everything possible so everything remains active. The business has to continue. But our adversaries, they don't have any limitations. They have their time to do whatever they like. They are not limited by anything, not by scope, not by time. So they take their time to do things in a more, I can say, in a more pertinent way. That's why if they are breaching, if they are breaching, like if they have a data breach, you have a data breach at the infrastructure, it was well calculated. Their TTPs were constructed. That's why they are, I can say they're doing well in some areas because they take that time to really study the environment and all. Now we try to look at what they do. This is what they do actually, the Lockheed Martin that defined the cyber key chain, defined that, okay, these are the steps that have been carried out. They do reconnaissance, recognition, delivery. The attack framework, they say, okay, this is what is being done. It's actually the same thing, but maybe in a different kind of step, but it's the same, actually the same methodology. And this is also what at times we do when you're doing penetration testing. But like I said, we have exemption. There are things we cannot do, like most of the times we don't do denial of service because that would not make sense. Actually, when it's active business and people need to do transactions and all. But for the attacker, he or she will not care. You do all those things to get what is needed. Now, if you're looking at in terms of war, like I said, it's a war. It's actually a war between the intruders and the guidance. So if you take a famous quote by Sun Tzu, The Art of War, if you know the enemy and you know yourself, you need not fear the result of the 100 battles. If you know yourself but not the enemy, for every victory gain, you also suffer a defeat. So this was an important quote from Sun Tzu because yeah, if you know your infrastructure and you know what the adversaries are doing out there, it means you are in a better place to protect that infrastructure. But if you know only your infrastructure, you don't know what they are doing out there, you might likely be a victim of of what they intend to do. They can achieve their goals and everything. So you need to know what you do and what they do in order for you to protect your infrastructure very well. That's why I say all of us are hackers. So the tools that they use are the tools that we are like we know how to use them, we know our way out, we know how to check vulnerabilities, we know how to exploit those vulnerabilities. We always share proof of concepts, especially in the cybersecurity community, proof of concept of any recent vulnerabilities and all, in order for us to remain at the top, to get that place, to be ahead of them, to beat them at their own game. But they also have access to it. All of us are there. All of us are doing things that we have to do. And they are also taking their time to make sure that, okay, if that is what is there, let us try to exploit it before they find out. Let us try to do this before they protect themselves. So it will be a continuous work. Now, this is my interest as offensive security professional or engineer, a cybersecurity specialist. You should know the threat landscape. Like every year, which one is more pertinent? How can you react to that? How can you safeguard the infrastructure? What are the tools that you're supposed to use? Now, there's no magic that if you do things like the cyber drills, like you do CTF, you enhance your problem solving skills by solving challenging problems at all, then you stay active in the game and you'll be needed more because by doing this, you get to meet new challenges. And when you solve them, you have the necessary skills, techniques, and all to better prepare or to give maybe tips, advice, or those people that are in charge for them to take the necessary action. So as a cybersecurity professional or those that are in offensive security, strongly recommend that you should have maybe if you're working individually, have your home lab. It is vital. Practice more on capture the flag games. It is very important. It is primordial because this is the way. This is, I think, if not the only way, is a way for you to get your hands dirty on um, the threat landscape, on how to exploit vulnerabilities, working on other people's findings, and you testing it yourself to see maybe the areas that were not considered. You can discover a lot of stuff there. So CTF is a strongly recommended game for all offensive security professionals out there. It is vital. I think this is the best way for you to get the problem solving skills, to think critically, to be good. Having skills in this domain is a very dynamic domain. Things change in a very fast way. So if you really want to stay at the top, you should get your hands dirty. Capture the flag is the best way to get your hands dirty. Capture the flag is the best way for you to gain the problem solving skills, for you to think critically. Okay. Now in this demonstration, there are a few things I'd like to say here. This demonstration, I use Avia as an antivirus. Avia, the version that I have, the demo it will not detect it will not detect the virus at the level of the DIX level. Like if we do scanning at all, everything will be clean. But if we run it, it will detect it if the real-time protection is on. It will detect it because most of the times when things like this are being done, because this is in-memory evasion of antiviruses. So most of the times we upload this to Virus Total to check, okay, those antivirus manufacturers, if they'll flag it as benign, as unknown, or as malicious. And if it is malicious, they'll try to update their database. And for a new antivirus to come up, each time they check the database to match signatures. And subsequently, it will be marked malicious by those that did not know it was malicious. So I'm just going to show the general procedure. I'll not use the manual method. I'll try to explain. I'll use what we call shelter. Shelter is to do everything like in an automated way, such that everything is being done nice and clear. So what we are going to do, we are going to download any 32-bit software. I think I'll go for Putty because it's very small. The size is not big. I'll go for Putty. We'll download Putty. And with Putty, it's a software you can install, for network, monitoring, troubleshooting, connecting, SSH and all. So it's going to download and we are going to send it to a Windows platform, a Windows computer. If we install it, it will go on well. And if the real-time protection is not on, we are going to get that virus in the computer so we can get the reverse share and all. And Avira will not flag it malicious if you just do at the DIX level. Because when you're talking about antivirus evasion, basically it is a detailed domain. We have specialists in it, but in a more general term, I can see that we have like two different branches. We look at the DIX level, the antivirus can detect it, and we also have in the in-memory level that is being used now, like usually, because in memory we try to get a remote address. We put the portable executable there. No portable executable, we don't need any OS resources. It can work on it works on it on its own, and also it's very efficient. So at that level, we try to put our thread in there, and if it is executed, we get a reverse share without the operating system maybe noticing anything. So if you are an offensive security professional and you like to get this, you can do it in your own lab. You can get the best out of it. You can tweak it. You can come up with maybe something more interesting. But this is just a general method I'm going to share with you guys. So let's get our hands dirty a little bit. Uh, Now, what I use, definitely Kali. I have a Windows operating system in my network. I'll connect to it through RDP. And I have this antivirus AVR. Okay, Audrey, hello.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's time for the demonstration. It will take me just maybe 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay. Okay, we are all attentive.
Think we should just start that fresh. Yeah. Okay, first thing first, we'll start our demonstration by, we are just going to develop a portable executed file. We are going to upload that, send it to our Windows operating system. Now, for this demonstration, many things are being assumed because in the real world scenario, for you to get this portable executable to your victim, you know about phishing. You can send it through email. You can put it in a forum. There are so many ways, various ways you can do this. So yeah, we are just going to assume because it's our environment, it's a demonstration. So those things will be taken into assumption. So first of all, let's say we have this and we are going to create a portable executable file. At first, we're going to send it to VIOS Total for you to see how many antivirus manufacturers will flag it as a Trojan as being malicious and all. So we'll see our score. Then next, we are going to use Shelter. So Shelter is going to do what I call an in-memory injection. So the in-memory injection, you have exactly the same software, but this time around, it's kind of like infected. We have put in our payloads inside. So we'll see upload that to Viosita and we realize that Viosita will not have the same score as we had with the previous portable executable that we're going to create now. So after that now we'll send two files. We'll send this one to our Windows operating system, of which Avia will just flag it like this is malicious. Don't trust this, you cannot run this, and they'll just drop it off. So most of the time we use MSFV now. Oh, Jay, is it okay? Are you guys seeing my screen?
Yes, we can see your terminal.
Okay. PowerShell sure. PowerShell TCP. Okay, our platform is Windows. Then we are going to set that localhost. Now let's get those parameters first. If config. Okay, so we have our localhost. Let me set a localhost. So let me see this now. Let me see now. Let's have a look at this be 10 dots, dot 0 dots. Ascending. Support should be okay. We should have right from one executable. And calculate this as um this is say particular executable. Exe. Okay, I was going to give it some time for it to once again that was portable executable. Portable executable. Yes, okay. So now you are going to upload this into various tutor. Various tutor. So we use total is analyzing everything. And you can see almost all of them that saying that this is a malicious file. You should not trust this. 59 out of 72, 61 out of 72, 62 out of 73. So they do flag it as is dangerous, suspicious, it's a virus. So it should not be trusted. So if we send this file now to our Windows host, immediately it will be flagged as a malicious portable executable. With that, I think we can just do that very swiftly. Yep, yeah. Connect to my LGP on put the password. Yeah. So my Windows host is the IP address, the same network. I'll just ignore no certificate and everything. Open password like this. Now I have Avira set up. This is Avira. If you check the version, wow, this is the version. Now this version is kind of like an upgraded version. It's not going to work smoothly with our demo because even when we hide the payload in a benign software, when we execute it, it's still going to notice that this is not to be trusted. We have to take this off. So if we go to security, protection options, free time is on. Okay. Avia, this is a free version. So it's just for the demo purpose. So in here, we are going to share this file. We just use the simple SMB server. This one is already running. I'm going to stop this. I'm going to run this again, but in this directory, change directory, come. Yeah. SMB server. I'm just going to go ahead, share current directory. Yep. Okay. I guess share that in desktop. So if we kind of copy from that share folder, IP address is 10, then 0.0.170. P executable, set the name to be sure. 0. 0.1. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0 Yeah, p-executable.exe. To copy this as safe.exe. Executable.exe. Oh, the name of the folder is shit. Okay, that is copied. Ready. Aha. So Avia just responded, no, 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 this is benign. We have blocked it. It's a threat. You should not trust it. So on Dix, it was like superb. We didn't have to carry out any scanning and everything. It has been blocked already. So that we can confirm that it's a virus. So Avia is good at that. And Avia also flagged it as being malicious. If you look at if you total, I think Avia should be here. Yeah, it was being flagged. So now going into the hacking. Um, we are going to close this now. Okay, so now we are going to use Shutter. In Shutter, we have to download software. How do we do that? If I cannot download, change directory downloads. Oh my, I have to remove Putty by download before. So now you not take time, let's just take any 32-bit software, download that. Okay, I see how I've put it here. I'm just going to do that so that everyone should be on the same page. I'm just going to download this again. Okay. See, just 1.4 megabytes, so it's very good for a demo. I'm going to remove Putty from here. Now put it inside the directory. Now I'm gonna remove. We're going to call it yes, yeah. And I'll move this inside. Yeah, the direction. Well, anyways, if you look at our present working directory, we realize that it is in home carry downloads. Okay, we cannot yes. So we need a full path in order for us to tell Shader where it is. So we are going to run Shader. This is a tool. So even getting to Shader at first, manually we can use this. It can be done with PowerShell. I think the last time I did a demo on this platform, I did that. But I use a tunnel to do that. Today, I'm going to automate this with Shelter because it is mostly used, and we have this is a free version of Shelter. We have the paid version, prime version, which has other features than this. Uh, with the PowerShell script, what it's doing is actually the same thing. So it's going to take advantage of a process. You try to get the thread in the process memory, which is benign, portable executable. And once it's being run, then you get your payload. So you're going to get a reverse share at your end. So today I'll automate it with Shelter. Okay, just to choose maximum. Now target we need the dietary. Next. Okay. It has taken the Ray software, create a backup in that directory. Then now it's trying to do the memory injection stuff. So we're just going to wait for a while and this is being done. Oh. Okay, how many minutes do I still have left?
Sorry?
How long do I still have left? How many minutes? Is my time up?
Yeah, we still have 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah, this is done soon.
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's okay. I'm already the last phase.
Okay.
Okay, Steam mode for sure. We want Steam mode. Okay, so yeah, we are going to choose let me start. Sure. Um, Lost interpreter. Local host style 0.0.0.117. Choose 443. So you don't, that's what we're doing. Just created the memory space, injected our payload. Aha. So we are done. So in here now we have uh, you can say that it's a Trojan file because when you save, you will not notice that there's a payload included or like being inside. You can run it on any Windows platform. If you don't have a strong antivirus, if you don't have an updated antivirus or any stuff that detect this kind of payloads, you are going to be a victim because it's benign. Like you can just upload, you can just install this putty and you see that it's working fine. So now what we are going to do, since it's a interpreter payload, we are going to set up our interpreter shell. We are going to set up a shell, like a listener, to capture it so that we get our reverse shell clean sweet. I think this, okay, this was for the last one I did. Let me just do SF console again. And this is being done. I think it's time for us to send it to Windows. So we're just going to stop this, make it simpler, and use the tree. I'm going to do sudo smb7. Um, Act. Hacks. Oh. William. To listen to support. This. Fine. This is to the parties. That econ. Check. Okay. Is this okay? That's also should this. Let's see. Yes. Change nine. Yes. Why is this? Sometimes things like this happen, you just have to tweak it. If I do this, I should change the because wrong. Before we solve that, to save time, let me upload a new file to EOCON to see how it's gonna go this time around. Yes, position. Yes. Now notice that we have a different score from the previous one. So there are some antiviruses that will not know that this has a payload inside of it. Data is equal. Yes. As fast change, now we have 38 plus 73. So we have some that they did not notice that there was a payload inside. We have this software. You see, even Avia could not detect this time around. Avia said, this is it's okay, it's no virus. Even Avia. I don't know why this system is behaving like this. What is the issue here? Then the answer is this. Why is that? Um, maybe why are you not sticking this? Anyways, it's a different method. Um, okay. Let's faire let's interpreter shell. So here we are going to use an exploit multi-handler. Yeah, we are going to set our localhost to be 30. Set our localhost to be 443. And we are going to use set payload at a pre pre see this. Okay, options. Okay, so we can have sleep something. It's not do. So music closing on. Let me try. So why don't you want to copy using log methods? Okay. OJ, just 1 minute. Oh, just 1 minute. Let me just finish this. Um, just 1 minute. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm sorry. We know sometimes behave like this. Download, download folder is this. Okay. Let me try it. Let me do Python 3. HTTP server. Is it different for 8,000? Okay. Let me try to use this method. Times SMB server BS. That way. Um, should be under downloads. Okay, yes, yes, OJ, you can be taking question. Yeah, you can be taking question while I try to fix this problem. I don't just want to use a file. I don't want to use a flash to copy that. I think I'll use this Python server to copy it. Yeah, for sure. I'm done. You can be taking the questions while we are
Okay,
sorry.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay, while you're fixing it.
yeah.
So we already have three questions, and then yep. Uh, okay, Loic is asking if you can share a personal experience where strong problem solving and critical thinking skills were
Yes.
crucial to a successful penetration test on a real world scenario. So you can have it in the
Okay,
chat.
starting generally, I think it's a good question. Most of the times as pen testers, we are faced with unexpected scenario. Unexpected scenario, you can have maybe complex applications they have never seen before. You need to adapt. You need to adapt to it. You need to know how it functions. You need to know the various APIs it uses. You really need to understand the infrastructure very well for you to give in your for you to give in your best, like to find out if there are some vulnerable or some loopholes. So I think this is a skill that is being needed in pen testing field because this is a skill that the adversaries they use it a lot. Adapt to the situation, adapt to an unknown circumstances. Like they have that time in their labs, their tools that they use in order to circumvent this situation. So if you have the necessary skills and techniques, I think you can do it. It is not easy, but with time, I think you get to be good. That's why I said you should indulge yourself in doing capturing the flag or cyber drills game. It will really help you a lot.
Okay, that is it. I hope it's okay for you, Loic. I hope you answered like you wanted. Second question. How SOC analyst can detect this kind of attack? Uh, okay, the attack you just presented.
Mm. Sorry, come again. Try to solve them. How?
SOC analyst how can SOC analyst detect this kind of attack?
Yeah, with SOC analysts, SOC analysts, we have various phases. We have those that are just calling tools to detect incidents, and if they detect incidents, they also give it to the higher level. That's a SOC analyst. In fact, for the SOC analyst to really find out where is the threat coming from, how it operates, what is the TTPs involved, what is the goal to it. So using tools just at the first phase, with tools that are in place, they can detect it. So if it passes that stage, you go to the next step. The next step now, for it to really bypass it, sometimes it's difficult, sometimes it's easy. That's why I said it depends on how much the adversary know the infrastructure because they know that those things have been put in place to catch stuff like this. So they do their best in order to evade. That's why we say evasion, to evade those things or those security measures that have been put in place. So on a lucky day, you can catch it like you can say this is an antivirus. This is a virus, sorry. Like we see in the virus total, there are already some antivirus that they signal it as being unknown or being malicious. So in a SOC team, that's why it's a team working together. If the first phase you do not catch it, the second one you can catch it, or it can find a ways through the system.
Mm. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, another question.
Yeah.
Uh, a moment, please. Loic again asking, do you recommend AI to help us solving problems?
I think if he was following up, I demonstrated there was a slide that was AI and machine learning, and it's still like the security tools that have been put in place to counteract such this kind of incidents or this kind of threats. So AI is helping both sides. AI is helping like the adversaries. They are using it to do a lot of stuff, and AI has really helped us tremendously for us to carry out research, for us to do a lot of stuff. In as much as AI is there to do all this stuff, I don't think we should really like dwell 100% on it from my own personal experience, not 100%, but it has something to do. It's helping a lot. And with it, we are using it to do a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. I think AI is it's a hot topic of the day in every domain. But with security, we use it with cautions. We should be careful of what data we send in AI, what questions we ask concerning security and all. Definitely AI can help.
Yeah. Okay.
Fine.
There's okay. Loic say thank you since you answered all these questions. And there's one question from social networks. What are some common mistakes that novice hackers make,
Yes.
and how can they avoid them?
Novice hacker, I would like to tell you skills. Skills like they have tools that are already developed, usually offensive security tools, the free ones. We have like malwares that are developed already. We have a lot of them that they do, DDoS, DOS. A lot of them they are free. A lot of them they are in the black market, dark nets. So for them, they just take it without any scrutiny. They don't scrutinize it before every running. They just want to do the havoc. They just want to get that name like they are a hacker. They can do this. They have exfiltrated your data, but they don't really know what is being done in the background. They don't know if those malwares they have a backdoor that they can even infect their system. They don't know. So for the novice hackers, like you tell me, that was just those that they use free malwares to do those havoc stuff. They don't really have knowledge on what they are doing. They just want the end goal.
Okay, fine, fine, fine. Thank you, thank you. So what I will advise you is the rest of the part you wanted to make, you can also I will advise you to make a video and then you send us so that we will put in the YouTube. You understand? Because now we are almost getting into the next speaker time, and
Yeah, yeah, I
we won't be
understand.
able, yes. So you already demonstrate the evading AV area, but you wanted to automate it.
Yeah, when it's
So
automated, my Windows have just like denied I should not copy file again. I have to restart it. I'm
yes.
sorry. I have to restart it for me to solve the problem.
Yeah,
Once that
yeah,
is been done, I think I'll just complete it, then I'll send you the video.
yeah, the video, yes. And for those who are trying to get in touch with Godric, this is his LinkedIn. You can just write to Godric there. As he said, he's an offensive security engineer specialist.
Yeah.
So everything concerning OffSec, you know already that you can discuss with him and even taking advices, as this session was also informative, educational purposes. Okay, thank you, Godric. Thank you,
Thank you. Thank
Godric.
you.
We'll be
Thank you.
expecting the video, yes, to update into your
Yeah,
presentation on
I'll
YouTube.
just restart my Windows computer now and just flash
Exactly.
it up.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you too.
We hope to see you next year again.
Yeah, sure, sure. I'm there.
Okay, thank you. Okay.